this is Pamela and you are on Pamela's Adoring Crochet. I'd like to say welcome to my channel. Well, today's video is what we call WIP Caddy Wednesday, and that is where I get to showcase all the beautiful projects that you guys are working on, and I appreciate you posting them in the Facebook group page. And I get to show what I'm working on and a few things that I have finished, and kind of keep you updated about any tutorials and things like that that I have put out or that I am putting out. So let's go ahead and get started with today's video. Let's see. Okay, one thing that I made, and I put a tutorial out last week, and that is for some of these little handballs right here. Of course, they can be used for the kids' toys, all types of things, but I'm using them because I've been doing so much writing with my schoolwork and crocheting and, I golf and I lift weights, and so my hands are constantly being used, gripping the barbells, the iron club, just all those different things, and crochet hooks. The writing is probably the worst on me. Right now I'm taking visual arts and world literature to 1650. So I'm not having to do as much writing as I was when I was taking the algebra and the business calculus and all that. It was a lot of writing. So I made these right here so that I like to, because this is where, right there is where I feel the most tender, I guess. And so I like to just kind of rub it around like that. And oh, does that feel good? And then of course I work on strengthening my hands like this and gripping it. These balls are fantastic for that. Look at that. Just make sure you use nice tight stitches, and that that way you can make it nice and firm with your stuffing. I used cotton yarn for mine. I think this is cotton and polyester. Anyway, so I used that. Oh, here's the yarn. I used Premier Home Cotton. It's a medium full weight, and I believe I might have used a G hook. I don't have my notes in here with me, but go ahead and watch the tutorial, and you'll see what size hook I used. Of course, you can see it doesn't take much, so you just use your scrap yarn. This is Premier Home Cotton, medium full weight, and the color on this is Sunshine Splash, and then my blue jean look one is denim. So these are the two colors that I used, and oh my gosh, I love it. Now I think this one I might have did my stitches a little bigger. It seems like the yellow one's a little bigger. It's not, don't seem as tight, but it works just as good because I stuffed it really good, just like that. So yeah. Anyway, these are fantastic. So if you need some, to my tutorial, and you'll see the hand therapy little balls right there. Oh, they are perfect. All right, let's see. What else have I got going on for you guys? Oh yeah, I am making some little baby rings, and I'm going to intertwine this, and it's going to be like a link, like a chain. And I got this idea from one of the ladies in my Thursday Fiddlestick Craft Club that I have joined. I've been there 3 times now at my local library. So be sure and check out your local library, ladies and gentlemen, and see what kind of clubs and little meetups and stuff that they may have. Well, she was making where it was 3, and so that's what I'm doing. I don't have my other colors. Oh my gosh, I think I may have blue and green are the 2 other colors that I'm going to have. And so there will be a tutorial on this, and I think that it's perfect. Now she gives hers out to, I think she said maybe to the nursery, something like that. But what I plan on doing with mine is when we have new people come to visit our church and they have, say, a year old or under, I'm going to have some of these like in a little bag or something and be able to hand this to the child, and that way they got something to kind of play with. And then I plan on making something a little bit different for but I guess it's kind of iffy there on their ages, but between 2 to 3, the 2 and 3-year-olds, I plan on making them something different. So I haven't quite decided what I want to make for them yet, but it'll come to me But anyway, so I got this idea from one of the ladies in my Fiddlesticks club. She makes all kinds of little toys. She makes those little blocks and stuffed blocks, and oh, they're so cute. Anyway, so let's see what else. Oh yeah, I made my mom some slippers. She has not gotten these yet. She hasn't been feeling good, so I haven't been able to go over to her house. But I am making me a pair, and mine is purple. And I haven't actually worked on this since last Thursday. So I just got to put the cuff on it. And I have my my row counter and my hook on the inside. I love this crochet hook. I think it just reminds me of like a mermaid. Anyway, so I've got to put that, and then I'll be finished with one of these, and then I'll have to make a second one. And I'm using Big Twist yarn, medium full weight yarn. The color is lilac in the Big Twist. Look at there. Ha! It matches my shirt. And guys, don't forget, I have these shirts for sale in my Etsy shop, and it says keep crocheting, live life, have fun. And then underneath it has the little Pamela's Adoring Crochet. It's just like that right there. I think this one is. Oh, no, this one has, if you can see, it has the little heart with the crochet hook with the chain. So the heart's made like out of a chain. Isn't that cool? Anyway, so this is one of my favorite t-shirts. Forget, I have a tutorial out for this. Isn't it beautiful? Look at that. You guys know you want to make it. I have a PDF pattern, and I have a tutorial for this shawl or wrap or whatever you're gonna call it. It's just beautiful. Oh my gosh, I love this. Let's see, what else do I have? Well guys, I guess that's really all that I have. I'm reading on my book for the Mystery Crochet book, Crochet Along. I'm working on that. And I haven't even looked in the back to see what the pattern is. I mean, to see how you work it. I know that it's called, I think, a vampire scarf. And then the recipe is going to be some cookies, so that's going to be cool. I'm still working on my temperature blanket, and this is the last month that I will have on these blankets, and then the 1st of July I'll start another total different blanket. I mean, with the same color scheme and everything. Who knows, you know, I may change up that color scheme. That's a good thought. We'll see. Anyway, let's go ahead and see what you guys are up to. Okay, here we have what Teresa's working on. She said that she started a new WIP, which is a rectangle shawl by Okie Girl Bling and Boutique. And she's still working on the cocoon cardigan by Fiber Flux for her daughter and her shawl by Okie Girl. Thank you, Teresa, so much for showing those. Those are beautiful. Okay, here we have what Margaret's working on. She said that this is her current WIPs, and it's water bottle holders for her boys for vacation. And she said she's using loosened thread cotton and sugar and cream cotton, and she's making the straps so that they can be worn crossbody. She said, this mama doesn't want to carry everyone's water. Ha! I love it, Margaret. Thank you so much for sharing that, and those boys are going to love them as well. Okay, now we have what Kimberly's working on. And let's see, the first picture is the baby blanket with an elephant border, and the border is by Amber from the Simply Sport on YouTube. She used Big Twist Titanium Gray. And let's see, the next picture is of a lovely that she's working on. It is a Stitch of the Week, number 103 by Creative Grandma, and she used Big Twist White, Black, and Medium Gray. The border is of the Candy Cane border. She used 4 yarns instead of 2. And let's see, the last picture is of an Elephant Snuggler by Crochet. For the wee ones, she got it off Etsy. She used Big Twist Medium Gray. Thank you so much, Kimberly, for sharing this with us. They are lovely. Okay, now we have what Melinda's working on. She says, Happy WIP Wednesday. She said, Gladys is wearing the Go Bananas poncho by Sarah Sack, and it is finished except for the dreaded weaving ends. She used a spool of Premier that she had tucked away. The top shelf is a market bag about half finished, and second shelf is yarn waiting to be whipped into a basket, using Pamela's tutorial, of course. Have a wonderful week, everyone. Well, you have a wonderful week too, Melinda, and thank you so much for sharing. Okay, guys, thank you so much for sharing your WIPs and things that you have going. We really, really appreciate that. So how about we go ahead and read our daily strength for women. Okay, so for today's devotion, it says, encouraging bravery. When I am afraid, I will trust you. I praise God for his word. I trust God, so I am not afraid. What can human beings do to me? Psalms 56, 3 and 4. Wow, that's good. I haven't even got to the devotion part of it yet. The verse is amazing. We hear parents admonish their children not to be afraid. The older we get, the more there seems to be afraid of. Who can you encourage today? Not by telling them to not be afraid, but by asking them to be brave. Asking people to mask their fear will only work temporarily at best. Asking them to make a choice for bravery gives them confidence in God's character and care. That is so true. Don't stuff down what you are feeling and move on by your own strength. Be brave in the situations that strike fear in you, knowing that God is fighting for you. Who do you know that needs to hear this today? Well, for one thing, I do. Let God use you as his vessel to bring freedom. Help others remove their mask and hand them the bravery banner. Wow. Who can you help to walk in bravery today? Wow. I need this myself. So I pray that reading this to you guys, that you guys are getting something from this, and that that you can walk in bravery. Yeah. And know that God is fighting for you. That's beautiful. Let's see. I like where it says, let God use you as his vessel to bring freedom. Wow. Help others to remove their mask and hand them the bravery banner. Guys, we can do this. All right, guys. I really enjoy bringing this to you. I have links to this in the description box, and I have links to all of my PDF patterns, all the different things that I'm working on. And I just like to say thank you guys for subscribing to my channel. I appreciate that very much. I appreciate all of the comments, posts, and everything that you put in Facebook, and I appreciate that very much. And anyway, yeah. Well, guys, that's all that I have for this video. Just remember to keep crocheting, live life, and have fun. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.